Well, hello. I hope you're doing amazing. Today we're going to talk about Jelly Roll quilt patterns. My goal of this is for you to be inspired to find quilt patterns that you can make easily, whether you're donating them or giving them as gifts, or maybe you're just making them for your house. Super quick, easy, just fun. If you have been looking around at Jelly Roll quilt bundles, my favorite place to get them is Fat Quarter Shop, and they usually always have them on sale. And they're from amazing designers like Moda and Riley Blake and all of that. So, anyway, I'll put a link for them in the comments, along with the link for all the patterns. Okay, so let's take a look at these. If you're new here, there'll be a number at the top right. Just vote for your favorite. We just love to like chit chat in the comments. So um, let's get going. This one is a baby quilt, super cute, super simple. Um, you could literally, no doubt, make this in a weekend, or at least get the quilt top made in a weekend, and then finish it the next weekend or during the week. This is such a simple one. If you struggle, I know quite a few of us struggle with like lower back pain and some of that, then really what you could do is do the stripes across, like do this block and then come back in and put them all together. So sometimes I just have to sew a little bit and then take a break. So if you're with me, raise your hand. Sometimes it's just too hard, y'all. Okay, number two. This would be so cute on a spare bedroom. Um, Even like depending on the blues you pick, like it would be really cute for a boy's bed. I know, like we think blue boy, um, but you could even, these are so simple. So they're literally just your jelly rolls and they're cut in different lengths, which makes it so simple. I don't know about you, but one of the reasons I love this is because the seams don't match up. I love quilts where the seams don't match up all day long. Sometimes like I get to cussing when I have to match the seams and they don't quite match. So anyway, super easy. You'll love this quilt pattern. Okay. Make sure you enter the fabric giveaway. This is for January 2026. There's always a different one every month. It's open to anyone, continental USA, and you simply answer the question at the bottom of the emails Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. You get 3 chances per week to enter. Just hit reply and answer my question. Okay, this one's super fun. Now, if you're a beginner, you may be like, oh my gosh, that looks so complicated. It's really not. You're going to pick your center color. They've done it white, but you could do a solid whatever. You could do any color you wanted. I like the white or maybe like a cream color, but it's just they've made things different lengths. So it just makes it really super simple. This would be another one that you could literally do in a weekend because each row has looks like 3 jelly rolls. So even if during the week you just sew 4 or 5 and then sew 4 or 5, you could literally have this done in a week, if not a weekend. So super simple to do. And then the final one, this is a rag quilt. If you've never done a rag quilt, love them. Love them. Um, so in a rag quilt, if you've never done one, you do your back, your batting, and your front. And those go together. And then you just sew it to the next piece. So you're not having to do a long arm. You're not having to finish it off on a domestic quilt and trying to rustle it, which we do sometimes. It's literally so stinking simple. And you'll love this one because you don't have to cut anything. You may have to straighten some things up on the sides, but that's it. That's it, my friend. So this one is super simple. You can make it really small for, this is a great one to make any size you want. They're great for wrapping up in. I like to do a fleece on the back or like a flannel. They're so warm, so cute. So, but you could do even just, the other thing I've done with rag quilts is I've went to estate sales and found, or even on Facebook Marketplace, found old quilt tops that are not finished, and I'll use those as the backing. So, and they've turned out so cute. So, anyway, either way, like you're just gonna have some fun with this. Okay, so this one would be a great beginner one. So, if you're newer to quilting or looking for something super simple, these would be great. Okay, so let's look at them again. Vote for your favorite in the comments. So you got number 4, number 3, a lot easier than it looks. Number 2. This one's super simple too because there's no seams do not align. This goes really quick. And number 1. I will say on something like this one, I'm gonna give a little caveat, and maybe you've had better experience than me. I bought some Jelly Roll bundles off of Amazon. One, two exact same packages, and they did not look the same, which made me mad. I mean, literally, I bought two, and they did not all look the same. Um, you want good quality Jelly Roll bundles, okay? Moda, Riley Blake, who are some of the other ones, you guys? Um, Here's why. When you go cheap, okay, then the fabric shifts. It may shrink a little bit. I mean, I have a magnetic seam guide, and it's still, I had a lot of straightening up to do when I used, and I'm not saying all Amazon fabrics that way, but the Jelly Roll packets that I bought were not the greatest quality. Um, Sometimes it's worth just spending a little bit more to make sure that you get a really good product at the end. Okay, so just my caveat. Um, and honestly, Fat Quarter Shop usually has Jelly Roll bundles on sale. So worth looking at. If nothing else, go over there and look. Okay, so anyway, have fun. I would love to see it if you're on the email. Shoot me a picture. I would love to see what you guys are creating. Just super. I like getting inspired just like you guys do. So anyway, have fun with your jelly rolls and do something good with it.